On this episode, you're gonna see two things. You'll see some CrossFit, and then I'm gonna go around and explore in a country that I've never been to, Berlin, Germany. So I have to admit, when I first started thinking about doing this episode, I wanted it to be this comprehensive behind-the-scenes look at a regional event that maybe you guys hadn't seen before, with just all of the work that goes into putting on an event like that. But then I got really busy did not film nearly as much as what I wanted to. So I'll take you back to the beginning of the trip. Here's a half of the behind the scenes look of this year's Europe Regional.
The 18.
Say that again.
We listen to college football, like, what do we call it?
Fight songs.
Fight songs, yeah. That's what we do, man.
On the way to the venue?
On the way.
You started doing that?
Chris is a tradition starter. That's what we do. There we go.
Oh, War Eagle.
Oh gosh. I'm ready, baby.
Turn it up.
We'll stop you there.
In 700 feet, make a U-turn at Karl Marx.
She don't like that song.
Okay, no pictures, no pictures. That's Max, he's the regional director for the Europe Regional. He's the main man in charge. It takes hundreds of volunteers to pull off one regional event. We've got an event team, a media team, a scoring team, a signage team, a countless other team, a medical team, judges. I don't think people quite realize it really takes an entire community of CrossFitters to make one regional event successful.
And then finish at the finish line, the athletes have to take them back at the end. So in between heats, we don't take them back, the athletes do. We may just have a couple people there just in case the athletes don't take it back. We're gonna have to run on and do it, but they're supposed to be doing it.
So just I'll check in with you in the media room every morning. That's what we'll try to do.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm super excited.
This is your first event as
This is my rookie year. Yes, sir.
Knock it out, dude.
Kill it.
You're gonna do great.
Thank
it looks awesome already.
Thank you.
7 minutes away from the 2018 regionals starting. This looks like it's the first heat of teams that are about to go. They look pretty loose, but you know there's probably so many butterflies going in their stomach right now. Like this guy, see? Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
You're not at all?
No.
You've got it in the bag?
Calm, reserved, rowdy.
Yeah.
He loves the camera. He loves the camera.
I can tell. So it ended up being pretty awesome. On the competition side of things, Bjorgvin Karl Gudmundsson wasn't even in the top 10 after the first day. Storms back, takes 5th. So he punched his ticket to the CrossFit Games. And then of course, Annie Thor's daughter, Sarah Sigmund's daughter, continued to wow the crowds. So they're gonna be returning to the games. FitAid ended up throwing an after party that was wild. Like 1,200 people in this club. So now I'm here in Berlin for the next 3 days, just exploring. And like I mentioned before, hi. And like I mentioned before, I've never been here before. So I'm really curious to walk around town, take in the culture, eat new foods that I've never had before, and just relax and have a pretty good time. Right now we're in a part of town called the East Side Gallery. This is part of what remains of the Berlin Wall. It's just shy of a mile long. Hey. And more than 3 million people per year come and visit this thing. It's a historical landmark. It's protected by this area, and there is amazing art seen on these different panels all the way down. Do you know who those guys are?
Mikhail Gorbachev and Erich Honecker, the president of Russia and the other the president of DDR. It never happened, but it's just imagination for peace.
It seems very popular.
Yes, it's popular because they were in war.
Yeah.
And this is just for freedom, the kiss of freedom.
The kiss of freedom.
I think.
Okay.
I would not call
No,
it.
that helps. That helps me understand. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so it's called the kiss of freedom. What's that?
Where are you from?
California.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. She probably thinks I'm so dumb because I probably should know what this is, but I don't.
I've been busking for about 5 years.
Busking?
Street music. Busking is what we call it. In Australia, we call it busking. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so quite some time.
How long?
About 5 years I've
5
been doing
years.
it. But I was in the Navy as well while I was doing it for a bit, and then I'm now doing it full time. So busking, it's a very versatile lifestyle. You got to be able to accept getting nothing, and then then take on the good days as well. But don't go crazy about the good days, because then the next good day could be in 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6. Sort of random.
I made a documentary about Berlin and about busking. I actually moved to Berlin to make this documentary about what it would be like to become a busker. And then and for the documentary I became a street performer. And then now 6 years later I'm still performing after making that movie.
Cheers. So I guess that's it. I'm gonna go explore a little bit more, and then I'm headed to Nashville and Del Mar for the next 2 regionals. Had fun in Berlin, cool people, good food, good coffee, great music. Overall, great time in Berlin. We'll definitely be back. Peace.
Thank you.